Hello, and welcome to another episode of Confero's Reporting at a Glance. My name is Paul Jacoby, and I'm the Data Services Manager here at Confero. Today's episode is called Compass Dashboards Score Comparison. As mentioned in our last episode, our videos going forward will already have a view set up instead of rehashing the creation process discussed in earlier demonstrations. The widgets we've selected for today build on the idea of viewing your sectional score results discussed in the previous video. Let's get into it. Our previous video introduced the idea that many, if not most, of our programs have surveys that are broken into sections, so beyond just seeing an overall score, our clients are interested in seeing how they're doing in each of their categories. Last time showed how they could be displayed with a variety of graphing options, including bar and line graphs using the Section by Level widget. Today, we'll be focusing on the Score Comparison widget, which provides a different way of presenting these scores, along with additional options. All of what you see today will be using the same single widget, just utilizing different configuration options. The first two instances of the widget in this demo highlight three such options. The first thing that likely jumps out at you is how large the results look in the top one, while the one underneath has a more compact view. This is accomplished by using the max number of items per row setting. I will go ahead and change the top one from 3 to 6 to show how you can easily get the results to display in a singular row if that is your preference. Here's the max items per row option. Change it to whatever numerical value you like. And it puts them all in a single row now because I selected 6. Changing it back to 3 will bring them back to their former larger size. The next obvious difference you likely see is the different graphic used to display the score. Similar to the previous video where you can choose a line, bar, or spider for a graph type, you have different options here as well. I will change the second widget from a speedometer to half circle to demonstrate how easy it is to change the look. This is under graph types. We choose half circle, and the look updates on the fly. You may have noticed an option for custom iconic graph sets. That will be discussed in its own video at a future time. The last difference is that the second one of these two also displays the overall score. That is controlled by the Scores to Show option setting and is a simple checkbox toggle, which I'll show now. Here's your Scores to Show. Here's the overall score. Simply uncheck the box and it removes it. Check it again and it adds it back. This leads us to controlling what scores appear in your widget. Beyond toggling the overall score of visibility, you can dictate which scores are displayed for all major and minor sections by using the Scores to Show setting. In this next example, I've adjusted to show just 4 of the minor section scores. I've also opted to use the other graph type available, Table. So under Scores to Show, I have selected just the 4 minor sections here, Produce, Meat, Deli, Bakery. And under Graph Types, I have selected Table, giving this result right here. I've also added 2 other versions showing these same 4 minor section results to showcase a couple of other settings. The first being is that many of reporting widgets have a widget size option to display as half width or full width. This allows for side-by-side viewing of similar or related results. So for these two that are side by side one another, I've chosen half width and 2 items per row. Note that some graph choices will force to be viewed as full width, such as the table option for this particular widget. The other setting I've made use of is date ranges. I have locked the one on the left to current period and the one on the right to previous period. You can just as easily make one of them display year to date, last 12 months, etc. I will demonstrate that right now. Under date ranges, instead of previous period, I can simply check it year to date. And now this pulls up the results for the entire year. The last thing I'll discuss today is how you can use the same reporting widget to highlight specific question scores. If you scroll past the overall score and section score options in the Scores to Show setting, you will see a list of scored questions on your form. I'll show you where those are right now. Scores to Show. Here's your overall score, your sections, and now here's a list of questions. I've chosen 4 at random to display along with the overall score. I have opted for this large single score per row view because it allows for more of the question text to be visible. I'll demonstrate now that if you compact them and you end up with less of the question text shown. We'll change this max rows per items that we used previously. We'll set it to 3. And now you will see that the question text is a little bit less than what appeared before. This is one reason why we advocate that you use unique question numbering on your survey forms instead of repeating numbers, say 1 through 6, under each of your sections. It is much easier to reference question number 22 than it is question number 4 and wonder which section it's under. Our next videos will be focused on different ways to view results across your location hierarchy. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate your business.